It's
We're not
live.
streaming this.
Can that be my new power? Is that a racial ability?
That's not a racial ability.
What racial ability start streaming?
Twitch streaming.
Oh my gosh.
Alright, okay, just for last time, since I forgot, who exactly ended up with the sword?
I think it was.
It was not me.
Was it
It was
Lilith?
me.
Ah, okay, just remind myself who had the sword. Alright then. So,
I had the bracers.
yeah,
I had the bracers, and then I offered the sword to Geardil, and he was like, "Fuck it, I don't want it."
No, he was like, "No, fuck that sword. I don't want it."
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't want any of that fucking
I have
shit.
short cloth
Core what?
sword.
Yes. Sword is fun.
I know
Is
better
it
than
the
to trust.
is it the demon
strange
sword of
swords.
sloth? Is that what it is?
No comment?
Is this the Diablo 3 campaign?
That was you. I realized that because I heard all the really familiar names. Like, wait, Tristram,
I like
Falling
tried to come up
Star.
with fly, but I was like, shit, I can't.
This is when you just change names. Instead of Tristram, you call it Tristan. Instead of Falling Star, you make it a Falling UFO.
A falling UFO.
It can't be so almost copy and paste. That was bad. Anyway,
Well,
to the
I
actual
already have
storyline.
one big shift that I'm gonna do, but it doesn't change it too much yet, so I need to keep thinking of that stuff.
Alright, fair enough. Okay then, but everyone's here, yes? Present? Brian?
Present.
Present.
Are we doing roll? Is that how we're doing this now?
Here.
Well, I'm just making sure Brian was here, but I
Here,
saw a flicker on his
Mr. Pineda.
that's architecture reality to you, sir.
On that. Oh, hon.
But anyway, alright, so a little recap last time, which was what, 2 weeks ago, I think?
Something like that.
So, 2 weeks ago, regardless, you guys inside the city. No, not inside the keep. You guys started to go explore other places, mainly to go see the keep and figure out what's up with the king. After talking to the cook, so you got a sword. Made you guys fight each other.
Don't forget we talked to the door.
So you talked to the door. Had good time.
We talked to the door.
Wait. What's over here?
And we got an inspiration point.
That is true. You do have an inspiration point still.
Jibber,
Yeah, that's me.
is there stuff over here? Where I'm
Oh wait.
pinging?
That door does not exist.
Okay. Making sure. I was like, I thought we hit all the doors.
But that doesn't exist. It's okay. It's okay. All right, one for Nazar, and then you guys opened up the doorway to the king's room, only to find his corpse. So starting from that scene.
Yay.
Yeah, wow, you're so happy about the king being dead. All right,
Why
looking
is
through
that?
the doorway, you see that most of the room is coated in a thick layer of dust. But
Is this the king?
second,
Is
that's
that
the king. Yes, fine. I'll rename him King's corpse.
Buddy.
Is Lana
Buddy.
speaking?
I
looks
think
like a-
so.
Because I
When
can't
you-
hear her.
It's
When you mess with Black Widow,
Black Widow.
things go bad.
Are you Black Widow now?
is this a reference to the queen
Widow.
since she's a woman?
Yeah. I'm a dude.
No, it's not with the
Obviously.
queen actually, but yeah. Anyway, so does anyone here have
Well-
dark vision?
I think I have dark vision.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're a goblin. You should.
That's true.
I do. I'm a gobbler.
Brow, as
We're
always.
still at level 2, right?
Yes, we are. Yes, you are.
I
Alright.
don't, but I've got some torches.
Alright, so anyway, so through the gloom and darkness of the room, Ko and Nazar, you guys see that there is something written on the floor before the king's corpse in the dust. You can't read from the distance though, mainly because Gyarados in the way and best horse, but there is something there.
Well, I walk up to it to read it to get a better look.
That's right. Also, everyone do a perception check as well. Perception checks. Oh boy!
Oh, dude, the perception.
I love me perception checks.
I know you do.
19. Fuck.
That's right. 9.
9, 9, 9.
You guys gotta enable that 3D dice. Jared, you gotta not spread Nazi propaganda.
Wait, what? What about the Nazis?
Deceptive.
9.
There we go, Doc.
Anyway, so, Ko, Kotenku. I can't pronounce your name without just saying Kotenku. The full name. I have to say the full
I
name.
mean, that
And then
works.
Lilith. You guys notice that the dust around the corpse is very much stirred up, as if something's been moving around the body. Or in this case, it looks like a body moved around. The body itself was moved, although you don't see any signs of life from the body itself.
No signs of life near or on the body.
Yeah, you don't
Or
sense anything alive in the room.
I shout ghost. I don't shout it. I just communicate that.
Go.
Go.
I just say the word spoopy.
Wait, booby or spooky?
Spoopy.
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 Spoopy, like this? Spoopy?
Yes.
Like that. Okay, spoopy's the word. Alright then. Yeah, Ko definitely gets a spoopy feeling from the room.
Oh.
Well,
What
do you do?
Are there any footprints?
Footprints?
Yeah.
Alright, so looking about the room, you do notice a couple trails of footprints that kind of make circles. Let me draw this out. That make circles around the room, but ultimately end back to the body. Like so.
And that's none of those footsteps go anywhere else.
Nope.
All right, let's find the trap door, people, or the teleportation device or something. I like to check for trap doors in the floor.
Check for trapdoors in the floor. Alright, go ahead, do a knowledge. Do an investigation check, please. Investigation check. Couldn't hear any of that, buddy.
Anyone want to help? Help!
Jesus. Does anyone want to assist him with his very poorly rolled investigation check?
I guess I will.
No.
What is the...
It's an intelligence check.
Oh, you're kind of screwed, Eric.
I'm trying to think if I don't have it. Nat 20.
Nat 20, damn. Alright then, okay. So, despite Lilith having no investigative abilities whatsoever, Garadel immediately spots, like, the first thing first is that there are no trapdoors in this room. Second, he notices that the footprint trail starts at the body and goes back to the body. So you can assume that the body is possibly undead.
Trust no one, not even yourself.
Yay! Great.
The body has not reacted yet, and there's still that script on the floor before the corpse.
There's a little corpse part of it. Okay. Can I go? I want to go and poke at it.
All right, sounds good. All right, so Nazir, do you want to poke the corpse or read the text first?
Eric, are you saying something? Because I can't hear you.
Right, my bad. I would like to ready an ice knife spell, and the trigger being if the corpse moves.
Ice knife spell. I didn't know you had that.
I do have ice knife.
Ice knife. All right, I'll look into that later. All right, sounds good. So Lilith's all ready. So Nazir, you walk up to the corpse, and do you like poke it? You prod it with your foot? Do you like lick it? What do you do?
I'd like to prod it with my foot, and then if it does nothing, I'd like to
I still can't hear
pour
Alana.
some of the dancing milk on it.
1 second. Josh, you should probably go to just
Make sure she's
reset the
not
settings. Reset the player video avatar location thing.
Got it.
No, that's not it. No, wait, what was it again? Trying to remember. Reconnect. Just do reconnect. Just reconnect to chat and update settings.
Hey, Alana's alive.
You can hear Alana?
Yeah, we're good.
Okay, yes. So Nazir, you poke the
We heard you
corpse,
singing.
and immediately the corpse attempts to grapple you. So doing an athletics check. Doing an athletics check. And it fails. Nazir, you need that you jump out. You jump 5 feet back out of the corpse's reach as it lunges for you.
All right, not down as my spell trigger.
Yes, it does. It does.
All right, cool. It's a ranged spell tech, so I get +6 on these. And he's thrown, right?
What's up?
Is he considered prone?
Is he considered prone? Yes, he is.
Does he get bonuses against range attacks?
Say again?
Does he get bonuses against range attacks?
He does, yes.
So that's that roll.
He gets a higher AC. Alright, so your ice dagger shoots forward and barely misses the king's corpse. And it continues to stand up, shambling.
It barely misses, so check this out.
What's it do?
So the knife explodes.
Oh, shit.
And target and each creature within 5 feet must pass a dexterity save or take 2d6 for damage.
Okay. Alright. So what level is it? It's a level 1 spell, so what's the save? Tell me that. It's 10 plus 1 plus your...
14, I think?
14?
Yeah, 14.
Alright, dexterity save. Alright, the king's corpse does fail this. So he takes a total of 2d6 cold damage. You can go roll that, please. 9 damage. The ice dagger strikes the floor, and despite the king thinking it's safe, the ice bursts in an explosion, a whirlwind of cold, and you watch as half of its body is completely frozen over and kind of fatigued at the moment, although he's still pretty much strong and up. So everyone, please go ahead and roll for initiative.
Oh, look, we get to see his health finally. Look at that.
No, I don't want to kill him.
Well, I realized, Lilith / Eric, if I had a health bar, you would have known it was alive.
True. No, I was talking about after that. Where's my initiative 2? Because normally we don't see the health bars on the enemies, just in general.
Yeah.
Really? Okay, I think that might be just because I keep forgetting to turn on things.
Do we know if the corpse is intelligent? Like,
Give me a second. Let's get all of the combat started.
okay, I rolled a 20. 20 come down.
20.
Look, Eric. Does Eric go first because he had the higher?
Oh, you do because you have the higher bonus.
Actually, the king's corpse got a nat 20, so he gets to go first.
Damn it.
Well, we're just going between us here.
What's up?
Fantastic.
Yeah, that definitely goes with Nazar first then. And I'm gonna roll for Ko. I don't know what his initiative bonus is, but
If it's dexterity, it's probably high, right?
yeah, I think I have the character sheet, but I need to find it. I do not anymore. He'll have to send that to me later. He said his small dog was whining.
Or something.
This is a really weird time to ask, guys, but on my character sheet in personality traits, I have written dumb but lovable.
Oh.
Do you guys think I'm lovable?
I would say yes.
Is that
Yeah.
okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
I think goblins are adorably lovable. You just have to hug things more.
It's just you, Jared.
Aww.
Well, I imagine
Why you
Nazar kind of like sidles up, hugs someone around the leg, and then slowly like takes a piece of cheese out and slowly tries to offer it to them. Slowly. That's how I imagine Nazar to be like. Adorable, cute.
Aww. Would
No.
you like some milk?
Would you like some milk?
Would you like?
Would you like some milk?
Do 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 do.
I also probably now have the highest hit points of everybody because of the bracers.
Plus 5.
What's your ace? What's your health at? 21. Yeah.
27.
What was it at?
It's at 27 now.
It's at 27. Really?
Yeah, 'cause
I was
I
at
had
10
22
HP.
previously.
It's 27 total.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I got the plus 5.
Yeah, the gauntlets.
I got the plus 5 from the bracers, and it was 22 because previously, because I got the on my roll for when we leveled up, I got the max hit points from my roll, and then I got to add my Constitution modifier, which is 3.
Jesus.
Wow.
You know, so
Okay.
go being a monk,
Gonna beat him up.
gonna beat 'em all. Yeah.
Okay. I'm just gonna roll for Brian. Just say, okay, let's just make him go last since he's here. All right, but we're gonna start off with the king, since he gets to her. He's like, he looks at all of you and says, "Fools, do you not read?"
What did it say? I asked you what it said.
He said, the spell, my curse, does not allow me to. It's like, you need to figure that out first. He said, but I am still compelled to try to kill you since you are living.
No,
And so,
what did the thing say? But I didn't hear what the thing written on the floor said.
no one looked at the text. No one looked at the text, actually.
It said, "Don't cross."
What? No one read the text.
No,
You
I didn't.
guys can't keep me out. I can't read.
Wait, can you actually not read, Gyarados?
I was taught how to milk cows, not how to read.
It's a joke.
Ah. He's like, oh, regardless.
It was dark in there, so we couldn't see, right?
Could you just write down what it said on
He
the
said,
group
it's
chat?
right on the floor. He said, the curse works in a particular way, therefore I can't tell you how to break my curse, but right now I have to try to kill you now. So, his left hand conjures. Wait, what was the spell I had for this?
So that's what it said on the ground?
No, he said, that's not what it said on the ground.
What did it say on the ground?
I'm not allowed to tell you!
Well, can we read it?
Yes, you can, if you look down. Can you read?
Okay,
You can read,
I'd
yes.
like to try to read what's
Yes.
on the ground.
Alright, so Nazar, looking at the floor, you see the text scrawled in common says, break the urn behind me to break my curse.
Oops.
Oh, okay.
Okay. I
It's
know
like-
what I will now do with my turn.
He's like, thank God, but I still have to attack you first, alright? So he points both of his hands at you, Nazar, and you watch his flame shoots out in front of him. So go ahead and make a dexterity saving throw.
How dare you?
Pretty rude.
How dare you try to hurt me? I'm only trying to help you. That's my, okay, dex. My dex modifier plus my proficiency bonus, right? 'Cause
For
I'm
monks?
proficient in,
If you are proficient, then yes.
I am proficient in dexterity. And strength. And strength.
Ah.
Saving throws. Okay. I think I'm doing it right.
19. Alright then, so you're able to dodge back, and you'll only take half damage from this, so give me a second. Alright, you take a total of 8 fire damage.
Great.
No, wait, no,
So
it's half. So
bad.
you take 4, I apologize. You take 4 fire damage, burning like the front of yourself, but not too badly as compared to what it could have been.
23 HP.
Alright. Oh, wait, we still need to change your total. There it is.
27. Okay.
You
There
have
it is.
8 next week?
I have an 8. No, I have a +4 with my dexterity modifier, but I'm proficient in dexterity abilities, so I get to use my proficiency bonus.
Does it
Wait.
say that for saving throws?
Is it just 2? I thought it became 4 when we leveled up.
No way. Let me look at this.
We didn't.
I don't. I'm sorry, Eric. I probably leveled up incorrectly.
We didn't increase any ability scores yet.
No, my ability score was originally +4.
Your proficiency bonus doesn't go up to 3 until level 5.
Sorry, I'll roll again.
I mean, you can just subtract 2 from it.
Yeah, that's really.
If you still
Okay.
save.
Back a little bit. Okay. That's fine. Monk. Sorry.
She got singed a little bit.
She got like he got sent a little bit. Just a little. All right, just a little. All right, and then since he got a nat 20, he gets to go again, and so he takes a step forward and attempts to claw at Nazar with his hands. So,
Hey, that is not nice.
14.
What's your AC, friend?
No, my Barely. My AC's 15, so he got pretty close to that.
You watch as he grabs you by the shirt, but you're able to knock away his hands. It's like,
How do
okay.
you calculate this class again?
What's up?
I'm wondering how you calculate.
Calculate the what?
Sorry, never mind. It's not important.
Alright, and then we go to Nazir. It's your turn.
I would like to take a running start and try to jump over him to get to the urn behind him.
Okay, alright, go ahead and do an acrobatics check.
I think your rice is done, Jared. It's beeping.
Oh, that's definitely done, yeah.
Okay, acrobatics. This is plus 6.
22. Yeah, that is good enough. So, running forward, you feint out the king, then do a front flip over his body and charge past it all the way to the urn. You see it in front of you. It's kind of this like cast iron, cast iron urn, which has a glowing purple aura around about it. Do you attempt to smash it?
I attempt.
There's a spirit in there.
What do I have? Oh, do I have? I still have one of the pumpkins, right? I have my pumpkin. I put my pumpkin on the urn, and I say, "Help!"
I hate to diminish your zeal, but nothing happens. You're just there
Okay.
with the pumpkin right on top of the urn. The king turns around and face palms. Open the goddamn thing!
Can I open it, or is my turn over?
No, that's your turn. I'm sorry. Let me go to Lilith. It's your turn.
All right. I'm gonna teleport 15 feet first. To there, and then I'll use my action to open the urn and check what's inside of it.
Alright. When you open the urn, you see inside there is a small little purple spirit. This purple spirit. When you open up, it looks at you and gives off an evil cackle. But the moment you do so, the pumpkin inside of Nazar's hands flares with life and sucks the spirit inside its contents.
Yes.
The urn crumbles to pieces, and you see the king's corpse kind of shudder. But instead of dispelling his undeadness, he's still very much and high five. Yeah, close enough. And the skeleton king is still here though. He's like, thank God you released me. Fantastic. And that is the end of combat.
Oh, king? You mean the fairy king?
The fairy king. Well, he's dead. Yeah, the fairy king, but he's dead.
Oh, he's dead now? He's just dead?
Well, he's just unbound undead now. He's like, ooh, thank you very much. Granted, I left you all the instructions, but that took a little longer than I expected, but it's okay.
Not all of us can see in the dark.
I'd like to walk up to him and kind of hug his leg lovingly and look up and say, "You're welcome."
It's like, all right, I am married, but that's okay.
It doesn't look like it's on.
Why would you interpret it as like I'm coming on? I'm just trying to be.
Regardless,
Okay.
so
Way to read into things.
how can I help you? You did save me, you unleashed me. So why are you guys here? You obviously have a pumpkin. So you talked to Jack of the Lanterns, yes?
Well, I don't know about the rest of the group, but if you wouldn't mind throwing in maybe a small fairy dairy farm, for a burgeoning monk of the Milk Way, maybe we can bring peace to the world.
I'm so confused by what you want. You want
Me
me
too.
to gift you a dairy farm?
I just want some cows.
You want some cows?
I want some cows, and I want you to convert to my religion. And in my
Well, that's really
religion,
upfront about it.
God is milk.
Well, I'm gonna say no, partially because after I get your help and you do some things for me, I'm going to go and move on to the afterlife. but I can certainly give you livestock, if that's okay.
Yes, I would love some livestock.
Fantastic. He unceremoniously frees himself from Naz's grasp and takes a step back. Regardless, he's like, okay. I'm assuming here you've seen the never-ending party outside my keep. It's still going on, yes?
Yep.
Fantastic. All right then. So
And I try to tell him the day it is today.
the day it is. All right.
Yeah.
I need to set a date. Let's just gonna make it let's make it July. Let's make it July 21st.
But it's not-
1067. Let's do that.
All right,
That's the date.
I tell him the date to because I can tell that it looks pretty decrepit in here.
He says, okay, so it's only been a month since I've died. Good, yes, good, fantastic.
Oh, by the way, here's your journal too.
Oh, this is even better. He said, great, now I can look at all my failures. He said, okay, but regardless, he said, I know we just met. I'm a little creeped out by you guys. I don't believe you can follow instructions very well, but could you help me in ending this party that I started for my wife?
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I don't have much to give you. I'll be honest, mainly because once my queen is either killed or whatever happens, the throne will go on to someone else. But I can definitely give you livestock and
What?
this potion
Sorry.
and this potion.
Potion.
Potion, yes.
What's the potion?
Well, I gave you two potions actually. This one, he shows you a glass jar with green liquid, is the oil sharpness. You can apply this to weapons and increase its attack bonus and damage bonus by +3. You can use it 3
What
times.
if I apply it to my fist?
I will be honest.
Fine,
I'll be honest. It only works for weapons of slashing and piercing damage, which your fists are not. And the second one, he pulls out a second potion, which has this like red liquid. You drink this, and you shall gain the abilities of haste for 1 minute. And hello there, elf friend. Nice of you to join us.
I have food in me for the first time today.
You ate your
That's great.
dog?
That's racist.
No, because you said earlier that your dog was whining, and so you were like, "I'll be right back," and then you said that I just imagined you just ate Petey.
It transitioned into eating food, and I had a lot of food. Now I'm better. What is the update? What happened?
King is undead,
Ah.
but he's alive.
We saved him. He's gonna give me a bunch of cows.
Ah,
I can give you
Alright.
4 cows. We only have 4 cows here.
Okay, for
Also, Sir King, there's this sword, right, that we found.
He said you let it out,
I have it. Yes.
and then you hear the sword like yawn. Hello, King Garethween. I'm free. It's like, oh god. All right, that's your problem to deal with. Nice of you to have a nice.
When you.
you got it.
See, meet Abathur, the Sword of Sin, a sword of sloth.
Great.
It conjures sloths.
I'm smiling.
I kind of hold the sword up and I go, wouldn't being in captivity be like a dream for you?
He's like, yes, Abathur actually. Abathur, like that. Yeah. See, Abathur does not respond to you. You hear soft snoring in your mind.
I mean, seems like a win-win situation to have it locked up somewhere.
You see, the swords of sin are compelled to seek out worthy hosts for them. So no matter what, even one and such as lazy as Abathur will be compelled to go wreak havoc in the world. So be very, 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 very careful. Careful, very, very careful.
Well, side note, Eric, congratulations. Your dream has come true. You now have a sin sword.
I wanted wrath, not sloth. But let's continue.
Such a pain.
Okay, how do we stop the party?
You need to find the Basilica of the Night. Is that what I call it? No, the Basilica of the Dusk. It is this black, I guess, tome I made, which acts as a focus for compelling everyone within the castle to continue to party.
Why would you make something like this?
Because my wife got very mopey. Because you've been to the town of Pumlin, yes?
Yeah.
Yes. So the town has a festival every year, pumpkin festival, and she's always been very jealous of that and kind of lonely, mainly because we got banned several centuries ago because we slaughtered half the townspeople. Not important, but
Maybe you should learn to live with your consequences because you're a piece of shit.
regardless. So, my queen.
No, I'm pretty sure that's not a regardless. That's like.
He puts a finger against Gyarados' mouth. Shh. Papa's telling a story.
Well, loser.
He's like, so I made my wife the Garathri in the Dusk, which is Basilica of the Dusk, and it does so compel. The problem is that eventually this will run out after a month, because not everyone really should party for longer than a month. My wife, however, found my stash of iron pumpkins, which is a side project of mine, and warped them to the purpose of corrupting spirits, mainly because the spirits and a corrupted version are a much more potent power source. So
Why did she
feeding-
use the power source?
So she continues to power the Basilica of the Dusk, keep her party going on forever.
Oh, we've captured a lot of spirits, and we need to. You said you knew Jack. We need to take all the spirits back with us. If you could help us with that, that'd be great.
True.
Y'all need some therapy.
You should probably deal with my wife first, because I doubt she'll let you leave the castle now that you're actually here.
Well, we haven't seen her once.
That is true, but she is aware of everyone that enters and leaves the castle. It is her gift, her bond with the castle, with the keep here as well.
That's
And if
kind
you
of
could also
creepy.
destroy all of the iron pumpkins, that'd be fantastic as well.
We've woken them up to get
How
your
do we
book.
destroy that?
Just smash them, easy peasy.
Easy peasy.
They not.
Do you have like, a special iron staff that I could have?
Iron staff.
Yeah, like something strong and metally that would also be, considered a weapon for monks that would be good for them. Good bonuses.
Nothing on hand, but if you help me with what I'm asking you, I can definitely forge you one.
Okay.
It'll be the last thing I do before I pass on.
Yay!
Sound fair?
Hooray.
That's staff!
How do we do it for life?
Wait, what was that?
That seems fair.
Yes.
Okay,
Now
let's
then.
go for this lady that you loved once.
Well, or you could no. Let's see. So why are you guys actually exactly here? You never explained that to me.
Oh, there's a boy we need to find. and
I
ask him to-
forgot why we were here.
I'm honestly don't really care about the boy anymore.
Honestly, we're just along for the ride. I want to get back home.
We're here for the pumpkins and the dancing milk.
There's no dancing.
There's no dancing milk. I can assure you
Well,
that.
there's milk that makes people dance, so.
Well, actually, it's like anything that you eat and drink here will compel you under the power of the Basilica. So, not necessarily
milk.
dancing milk per se.
Wait, does that mean after we destroy the basilica, the milk that I have will no longer make people dance?
Yes. Wait, have you been feeding this to people?
No, but we touched the door that was guarding that other entrance over there.
Okay. All right then.
We were planning on feeding it to people, but now we can't.
I mean, you still could.
Yeah, you still could technically. Only morality stops you in that case.
Yeah, and then I tell you have yet to see her suffocate somebody with cheese.
Suffocate what?
You yet to see him suffocate somebody with cheese.
I'm not gonna ask. He turns to Gyarados. You seem calm.
That's
Do we have
what
an
I
agreement,
did.
sir?
That's what I'm here for.
We should. Yeah. Yes. I
Yes.
say objectively.
Yes.
Objectively.
Dejectedly, you mean?
Abjectively.
Abjectly, okay. So alright then, so the Basilica will probably be with my wife. I would say that she is in her chambers inside the Hall of Glory.
Is
It's
she partying?
She's actually exempt from the ability of the Basilico, so she might be resting right now. No idea. Haven't left my room in about a month since I died.
Why did she say you again?
Mainly because I was going to confront her about this,
Oh.
and
But didn't
she
she
poisoned me.
listen?
So
You'll need to hire a therapist.
I thought, yeah. Are you sure you want to move on? You want to work through this? Couples
Actually,
counseling?
technically, since you died, you're no longer married. Just a caveat.
I still got the ring. He waggles his bony fingers at you. You see a ring there. So she's
Fair
still
enough.
my wife. But yeah, so the only reason why I'm still here is because I cast an undead curse on myself before I died, using that spirit over there. But forgot the point where it makes me kill anything that lives. That's always fun. But yes, we have a deal. We have an accord.
Yes. Where are you? You can come with us to confront Roy.
Yes, I think I can. Well, let's see. He takes a step outside the door frame. Yes, I can. I can definitely come with you guys.
Nice. Anybody have any negative energy to feed this thing? Or to feed him? Gyarados,
Sword?
you have negative energy, right?
No, he's a paladin.
Yeah, sorry.
I don't believe he
right.
has any abilities that do that.
Yeah, I have an agreement.
I mean, we can talk to our other person that like stabbed and murdered some people earlier.
He said, 1 second, I can help myself. He says, and he watches his hands become wreathed in black energy, and he touches himself, and he casts Inflict Wounds. So give me a second. That does so much fucking damage. Jesus.
Damage.
I just meant Brian.
16.
What's happening? All I heard was Jared say like the dead guy touches himself.
That's all you heard? Congratulations.
All Brian looks out for all the time, you know?
Just old dead men touching themselves.
That specific situation.
Selective hearing or something like that.
Fantastic.
No, I was getting about the time you murdered those people.
No, I can murder again. We're talking about murder? Let's do it.
You
It's like,
murdered
no. The king says, we don't need to kill anyone. We just need to break the Basilica. That's it.
What the fuck is a basilica?
Young man, have you not been paying attention while I've been monologuing this entire time?
Patience. That's not important right now.
Do you want a drink? I have a zesty little black vial for you.
It's like, well, I am undead, so I don't think I can taste anything.
I mean, who knows? Yeah, just try it.
It's like, I'll pass. I don't need to drink anything.
Good idea.
Anyway, he says, let us go off to the Hall of Glory. If you follow me, please. Alright, and let me
The Hall of Glory?
Hall of Glory.
Do you
The glory
have
hall.
a glory hall?
Glory hall.
No, god damn
His
it.
wife is partying in the glory hall.
Please don't say it this way. Please don't say it that way. That's just weird.
I'm just saying what's happening.
Brian.
Don't say that. Don't say it that way. Just don't say it that way. Alright, so you guys leave the keep and enter back into the courtyard. And you notice that the dancing weary fae and the servants notice your approach, and they immediately see the skeletal king. And they start whispering, "It's the king! Like, he's dead, but he's also still here." And no one approaches you guys as you guys follow him towards another massive door, oak door. But there are 2 guards. These guards don't have lanterns with evil spirits, but they attempt to stop the king, and he says, "Halt! Move out of the way." And they do so. And he throws open the big doors and enters inside.
And I go, wait, King. We need to get a spirit from some guards. Can you help us do that really quick?
Which guards were we talking? Which guards were they?
Go over by the stairwell leading to the kitchen.
Okay. 1 second.
Yeah. These guys.
1 second. I need to move the king. Alright. There he
We
is.
only need to be like over here because we want those the stairs up.
Yeah. The king approaches the guards and says, "Soldiers, yes, my king? please hand these fine people your tainted spirits. There we go. All right then. Yeah, sure. They hand over their spirits to you guys and the lantern.
Sweet. Oh, we got our lantern back. Look at that. Nice.
He said, "Will that suffice?" to ask the king.
What?
Will that suffice?
Yes. Good.
Fantastic. All right, and he heads back to the open door. And da 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 da. And give me a moment while I draw things. Where's my fog of war? Oh boy. Da 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 da. Da 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 da. I really shouldn't have gotten a queen token a while back, but that's okay.
Boop, 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 boop.
Boop, boop, boop. Sure, let's do that. That is definitely not what I imagined it to be, but that's okay. We can make that work.
Everything
I
is
love
black.
The car is still prone.
Not everything.
Everything is black.
Let's see, my library.
Best friends.
Can you see me spinning around at all, or no?
No.
I think I'll have to do it piecemeally because it won't register that. Oh, it locks to the 45, so I can't like do the little minute.
All right, and so you enter the Hall of Glory. No comments. Don't say anything.
Where are you
Don't
getting
say
these
anything. Don't say
pictures from?
anything. From the from the search option here.
What pictures? What are you guys laughing at?
Oh my god, scroll up.
Oh my god! What? Who is that?
This is great.
You married that?
So, anyway, to the narration. So you enter this large, opulent hall, hall filled with white marble and many gilded pillars and artwork lining the walls. You see two lone guards standing at attention on either side of the room, and in front of you see a 15-foot tall woman in a red dress lounging upon a chair. Beside her, you see this black tome, lined in silver, and from it you see this dark energy kind of irradiating from it. And beside her, you see a little boy standing at attention as well, although he has this curiously blank expression on his face, like he's not fully aware of his actions.
I go straight for the boy.
And you become part of him?
Yes, and I become one with.
What is happening?
We're at the Queen's Chamber.
But why is Alon becoming one with little boy?
She's learning jutsu, that's why.
Alright. Anyway. Now as you approach the boy, the queen says, please halt. Don't come close to the boy.
But best friends!
No, you don't touch my son. The king's like, wait, honey, we don't have a son. She's like, we do now, honey, like, dear. It's like,
Oh,
oh
so
god.
they got kidnapped.
Best friends!
He just kind of rubs his temples with his fingers. You kidnapped a human boy. I wanted a son. God damn it.
Isn't that the Silver Dragon kid?
Shut up. Just deal with it.
I have a question. And I whisper into the king's ear, why couldn't you have a son before?
Because she didn't want a son before this, he says really loudly. It's like,
Alright.
now I do.
I'm gonna call an impromptu therapy session between all parties involved here because we all have some fucked up shit.
Be quiet.
I need to
This is
this
what I'm gonna
out.
say to you.
Does the therapy involve blood? Because I already have my bow drawn.
I attempt a persuasion roll, Jared. I'm gonna try and persuade them both that they need
To
therapy.
do therapy.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Yes.
Please give him that 20. Please give him that 20.
Let's
Please.
see. And let's see. Add charisma and I'm proficient. So here we go.
23.
Oh,
They both
this-
turn to Garrodale and they say, "Shut up," and they turn back to each other. She's like, "My dear, Zenith, dear, would you please hand over the Basilica so we can destroy it, and I can pass on, you can continue ruling, and everyone else can rest. Does that sound fair?" She says, "No, that does not."
while this is happening, can I look to see if there are spirits around the abacus?
Around the what?
Around the black one.
So you see there is, like, if you peer close enough, you get this strange sense from the Basilica, like there might be a spirit. And go ahead and roll for stealth, Nazar.
If she whispers it, you're not supposed to tell everybody, Jared.
Oh, was it whisper?
Yes.
Oh, whoopsies. Sorry. Anyway, also, Lilith, go ahead, do a perception check as well to confirm your suspicions.
I don't understand.
You see nothing. You're not sure at all.
Not confident, just a guess.
All right, 14. Nazir, you attempt to stealth, but the queen immediately like hones in on you. She's like, "Why are you trying to hide? What are you
Because-
planning, young goblin?"
And you scare me.
It's like, "I scare you? Rude! You come into my home, you insult me to my face, you want to take my son? How dare you?"
It's not your kid, lady.
"He's my son!"
Yeah, well, you're my daughter, so you need to go to your room. I'm trying to bluff.
Jesus Christ. Just go ahead.
Can I tell the queen? I want to tell the queen. You're so pretty.
That's not your maiden name?
I want to say you're so pretty that it made me feel uncomfortable about my own goblin looks that I wanted to hide because I'm ashamed.
Said she scared you.
Anyway, so to Gyarados, your bluff does not work. She said, "That's
Yeah.
ridiculous. I'm probably twice your age. And you, goblin,
You don't know that.
really? Are you 562?
Maybe.
I doubt that."
You're not twice his age, that's for sure.
It's like, Anyway, so it's very simple. You want me to end the party? You want me to give back the boy? Here's my counteroffer. You go back to the people in Publin. You tell them that they will allow me to visit their festival, and I will not kill anyone. They will also give me 20 slaves.
I refuse.
This is a little much. Don't you want to cultivate a good relationship that is involved with compromise and give and take between you and the villagers? You have to treat them with respect and as people who matter if you want anything to work.
The queen completely ignores your statement and looks at the king. "Where did you find such annoying people?"
Jared, stealth.
You're annoying!
Go ahead and roll for stealth, please. The king's
While
like,
they're distracted by yelling at each other.
"Alright." Go ahead. The king's
Can
like,
I attempt to make a commotion to increase his odds of stealthing, like to distract?
"Yeah, sure, like, what do you want to do exactly?"
Get into another hypothetical argument about my
Alright.
age.
Alright, yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. So basically, what do you just ask about age again?
Yeah, like how old do you think I am? 19.
I don't know. I would probably say like what? 15? I don't know your ages.
I'm a high elf. So you don't know my age, and yet somehow you assume that you're more than twice as old as me. So clearly you're lying.
Anyway, Brian, did you roll for yourself?
It was 16.
That was 16. All right. With Gyarados' help, you makes it an 18. All right. Let me see if the queen notices you. No, she does not. So you are now stealthed. Kotenku. I'm gonna make a pillar for you right here. Pillar. Oh boy. All right. Okay. All right. And also, you guys notice that Nazar also disappears as well. It's like, this is foolish. The queen says, do you give in to my demands or not? The king looks to you guys. Well, do we?
I have an ethical complaint with going to some village and wait, is this the village you kidnapped the child from?
Yes. No, did not kidnap. He came into this world and I simply adopted him.
Can you elaborate on that, please? What do you mean came to this world?
So he
You mean like was born and then you kidnapped?
no, he was not born. He came through one of our fairy portals. He came here, I fed him, and then he got enthralled by my basilica, so therefore he's mine.
So you're saying that anything that comes in this basilica is yours?
Yes, actually.
So why don't you just take the basilica and move it somewhere else? That way you can get in.
That's I'm sorry, you hear laughter from a god above. She's like, no, that's not how this works. I want my castle. I want my fun.
Do I have to roll to sneak towards her, like behind the throne?
No, you don't.
All right. Well, every chance I get, I like try to stealth as stealthily as possible to get behind the throne.
Gotcha. You slink forward, closer and closer and closer.
Ye-
Regardless, she said, yes or no. Do you give in to my demands or not?
No.
We're gonna need to find a compromise. So you want to go to this party, right? That's like the goal. That's the plan, end goal.
Sure. She said at this point, yeah.
Cool. Why are you not allowed in this party again?
The king sidles up to you and says, the last time we visited, she got offended by a couple of the residents, and she ended up slaughtering half the village.
Right. And so do you really think it's a good idea to go back? I mean, if you keep slaughtering half the residents, eventually there'll be no one there, and then there's no party. So...
She said, no, they will let me in, or I will kill them.
You're being a bit of a
Okay, so you kill them all. They say no, you kill them all, and then who's at the party? Is there a party anymore if you kill them all? And then you'll be stuck here alone
with no party.
She's like,
forever.
With no party.
With
fine.
Off of the walls.
Fine. We'll go back to the original deal. I will give the boy back. And I'm allowed to go visit the festival. And I only take 5 slaves.
How about no slaves?
But we'll throw in a good word for you and see if we can get you a VIP pass for life. Eternity.
The king
I motion
whispers
to
to
the
Garrett.
group.
Well, sorry.
I'm like, you show me a signal, I stab her in the neck. I'm right here. I do this all with hand signals, and I hope they understand this desperately.
Everyone, go ahead and do a
We'll have to do a
linguistics
perception check.
test.
He's stealth, right? So
Wait,
we have to
let's see, what do
perception.
we have here? Go ahead and do an insight check.
What is that? Intelligence?
It's
or
wisdom, actually. Yeah, wisdom.
Well, all right. Good old -2.
Oof.
Oh, that's still
not bad.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or me.
Go ahead, Nazar, since you can also see this as well.
Okay. Linguistics.
It's actually insight.
Wisdom. Which you probably have a pretty good.
Jared, roll for best horse.
Okay, give me a second.
He's been a really good character so far.
Oh my god.
He really has been.
8. All right. Are you kidding me?
Do I?
Okay,
What
that's
would the
nat
horse get?
20.
The
So,
horse understands.
out of everyone here, Garadell and Best Horse, you see Best Horse nod to you and wink. And Garadell, through your bond with Best Horse, you get a sense of what Ko tells you as well, in addition to your own insight as well.
Beautiful.
Are you fucking kidding me? God damn it.
Dude, the horse is the best character by far. Most OP.
No, she said, the king whispers, the king whispers to Gabriel, we still need to break the basilica regardless of what happens here.
I mutter under my breath.
So okay, all right then. Also, Gerdo, go ahead. Go ahead and do a persuasion check, and everyone else can help do that to see if you can persuade the queen of your proposal.
No slaves.
Can I try to grab the boy?
Yes, you can.
Maybe not grab him.
15.
But I want to covertly. Can I covertly try to get his attention?
What
so
was
that he
persuasion?
doesn't notice,
Yeah.
and then knock him out.
Yeah.
Not
yeah.
20.
Nat 20 persuasion. All right then. Okay.
Beautiful.
Well, anyway, so I'm going to start with Nazar first. So Nazar, you try to signal to the boy, but the boy does not respond to your overtures. He doesn't even seem to react at all in any way. He kind of just stands there breathing. But
I throw a little like a piece of lint at him or something.
all right, the lint soars true, striking him in the head, and he does not respond at all. Anyway, to the proposal in front of you. All right, okay. So Lilith, she seems a lot more thoughtful when it comes to Lilith's proposal. She's like, fine. All right then, I will give back the boy. No slaves. If the townspeople of Pumlin allow me to visit their festival, which happens in 4 days. Agreed?
Oh, and you may also not murder anyone.
I will also not murder anyone.
Kidnap.
Or kidnap.
I think that's a pretty good deal. Don't you think?
I think we can make this work.
The king coughs.
I
The
sound like
basilica!
Right. I teleport 15 feet and
Oma, I want to shoot there.
I grab it. I try to grab it.
You try to grab it. Alright, okay. Alright, so the queen knows your teleportation, so we're gonna do conflicting or reflex saves.
This is a
Do you
sign.
guys think that this baby is going to influence how she feels about the deal?
Wait, did Josh say he threw me a sign?
No, I said, do you take the teleporting as a sign?
No.
Alright, okay. So go ahead and do a reflex save, Lilith. We're gonna do conflicting, because the queen sees where you're going, she attempts to grab the basilica before you do.
Or what? That's what reflex is, right?
It's a
Isn't basilica a huge like
sorry,
fucking
deck save.
dome structure?
Deck save. No. It's a tome. It's like a book. That's what they call
Oh, okay. All right.
it. Alright.
No, I thought it was like a half chicken, half snake thing.
No, that's a basilisk. Anyway, alright, so Lilith, you're able to snatch it out of her hands right before she does, and she stands up from her throne. Give me back the basilica! Her eyes start to burn with like a purple like fire, like an actual purple fire, and she summons like this massive great bow in her hands, which is completely composed of purple light. She aims an arrow at you, and the king sidles up and pushes you behind him. It's like now, honey, calm down.
Will the pumpkin work on her?
I snatched the boy.
Like the pumpkin.
All right.
I just
Snatcher.
snatched the boy.
Nazar,
Purple energy,
everyone, you guys watch as like Naz's arms appear from the shadows, grab the boy and pull him in.
And then I re-stealth.
And you
Well, you're still in the
With the
shadow.
boy.
You pulled the boy into the shadow.
Yes, I pulled the boy into the shadows.
Anyway, sorry, Gerda, what did you say?
No one notices.
Like, do we still have those pumpkins? Like, since she's glowing with a dark purple energy, they're like dark spirits we can suck up with a pumpkin.
Go ahead, do an Arcana check.
But also wisdom.
It's actually I'm pretty sure it's intelligence.
Sweet. Here we go. 5.
5.
I don't know shit about
You
magic.
know nothing.
You know nothing, Kiradil.
Anyway, what'd you say, Lilith?
I help him with that roll. Arcana 2.
Yeah, go ahead.
Please.
Or do you want to do your separate check? Because assisting only even if you pass, it gives them a +2. So a 7. Oh, you got 19. All right, yeah. So you see that the queen is not bonded to a spirit. It's more of that she's eaten a dark spirit, a corrupted spirit, and it's empowering her right now.
Oh, there is.
Yeah, she's eaten a spirit. You can sense its presence within her body.
Question.
Yes.
How does pumpkin pie rate in jack-o'-lantern effectiveness?
Pumpkin pie?
Like, if we gave her pumpkin pie, would the pumpkin neutralize the dark spirit?
I don't think you have the time to make a pumpkin pie out of this pie.
You know, we could try. Maybe they have some down in the kitchen.
I wave and I'm like, as in like, signal? Anybody?
Yeah, only Gyarados and Best Horse know the signal. So Best Horse looks at you, Gyarados, and neighs.
No. No.
Did I not see the? Oh, I guess I failed.
The guards on either side also draw the weapons and slowly move in. The Queen's
Always
like,
on the move.
the Basilica, please, if you
Someone
would.
destroy it right now.
King, sir.
I said, break it, do it.
Sure. I conjure up another ice knife and try to stab through the book.
All right, you conjure your knife and
Wait,
you
hold
stab.
up, Jared.
Yes.
In the meantime, while he's doing that, like as I see him start to do stuff to the basilica, I take out one of my bottles of oil and I start to leak it on the floor around the throne.
Gotcha. All right then. You leak a bunch of oil around. Let me draw this for you.
Is this like the black goo, or is this?
This is just oil.
It's not.
Like this? Is this what you imagine it like?
I mean, I don't know if I have that much oil, but I do have enough oil to steep around.
All right,
area.
I'm gonna say you made like a thin line around it, kind of.
Cool.
All right. Okay. Anyway, Lilith, you plunge your ice knife into the basilica's cover, and it screams in a high-pitched sound. The dark energy is released all around you, and you feel it trying to suffocate you. So go ahead and do a wisdom save.
If my wisdom save is good enough, can I say I pulled up a pumpkin to shield myself?
Sure. Yeah, for sure. That's an 8. No, it is not. While you try to resist it, you feel yourself overcome, and once the book you destroy the basilica tome, but you feel much more lethargic, as in if you get a -1 to attack and damage rolls.
With weapons or in general?
In general. And it's gonna last for 2 hours. -1 to tap. What's up?
Did the king just cast that?
No.
No, that was from Lilith breaking the basilica. The moment the basilica dies, you watch as the guards slump to the ground, completely passed out. And Nazar, you feel the boy in front of you like wake up. It's like, huh? What? Where am I?
Keep him quiet.
He completely breaks the cover, by the way.
Stroke his back.
Stroke his back, just like shh. Do you muffle him because he's kind of loud actually?
Yeah, I muffle him and I go shh.
All right, the queen screams in anger. She's like, "How dare you!" So now, honey, Jesus Christ, the sound of a phone going off. The king's like, "Oh, honey, it's okay. You're getting your deal. That doesn't sound too bad, right?" He looks at you guys. Help me convince her to calm down, please.
I go. I say there's no harm in the basilica being destroyed. We saved the lives of all the fairies who were dancing for forever.
Persuasion checks around, please.
That's my plea. Oh,
22. Damn.
It starts.
Yay, that +3 charisma bonus.
Yep.
Are we doing initiative?
It would be like us two since the other two are stealth.
That's true. Well, you guys are assisting the king. Despite your valiant efforts,
Best horse gets a roll, Jared.
Best Horse
That's
cannot
right.
speak king. Best Horse cannot speak the common tongue.
He can still, communicate
Okay, fine. Jesus Christ.
He can do more
through nonverbal means. He can,
moves.
Alright, that was a 13. Okay. Despite the best efforts of the king, Gyarados, Lilith, and Best Horse, the queen cannot be calmed. She screams, "I am going to kill all of you now."
As soon as she says the word kill.
yeah, yeah.
As soon as she says that word.
I say, now, please.
I first light the fire and then go for a stab in the neck.
Alright then, so Slamming your
It's like, yeah, it's a single motion. So I like sparks on the floor with the dagger up to the neck.
All right,
Ooh.
okay.
And I would like to teleport away.
Okay then. All right. So Ko, go ahead and roll for attack, please.
Ah, shit.
And you're gonna get a +2 for surprise.
So +2 plus. God damn it! What am I using? Where are my
I think
things?
he like in the same square as the boy because he's like nuzzled against my goblin chest.
All right then. Okay. I'm gonna do that though. He's behind you.
Well, according to D&D Beyond, it's about this. Oh shit!
Oh, that's a
nat
nat
20.
20. Jesus.
That's
All
a
right
nat
then.
20.
Oh,
Okay.
thank
Wait.
you.
How do we hold the handle?
Vital
criticals?
spot.
Hits. Do we have to roll to confirm?
I mean, are we in combat, or is this just gonna be like a cool thing where you just say, I hit the life source?
1 second.
And then
I'm making sure that the critical hit works the same way.
Viking
Oh,
funeral.
okay.
And
You don't have to roll to confirm. All right, so go ahead and go ahead and roll 2 damage dice.
1d6 plus 5. So I do 2 of those.
Yes.
Mm.
But you only add the 5 once though, so it'd just be 2d6 plus 5. All right. So you set the fire, and the fire engulfs her, dealing an additional 5 damage. And your dagger swings upward, and you watch it as it slashes her across the upper.
Wait, do I get my second dagger too?
Are you attacking
Or my-
twice?
Well, because I have the ability that I do 2 attacks.
Okay, yeah. Go ahead, roll for your second attack then.
Is that also the same roll I just did?
No.
2d6 plus
you
5?
roll a second. You roll a second attack.
What'd you say?
You roll a second attack.
So just the normal one?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, stand by. I need to go preheat another.
No, Brian. You need to roll a second d20 to hit with the second dagger.
Oh, well, can I just take that too?
No.
Oh, come on.
No.
I'm gonna do it. 21, nice.
It doesn't matter. It hits. Okay, so we'll take the 11 too. We'll take that 11 as well.
Yeah.
So it's pretty.
27.
It's pretty insane as you guys watch as Ko using the ground to create sparks lights the fire and it leaps into the air with both of his daggers slashing at the neck of Queen Zenith. Although he misses the neck, he carves an X in between her shoulder blades. And do you want to like hop back down? Do you like want to hop over?
That's a lot of damage.
Kick off of her body. I assume she's that big, so I kick off of her body after I jump up and do the slash away from the ring of fire.
All right, away from the ring of fire, landing in front besides the king, beyond the ring of fire. And then everyone, go ahead and roll for initiative, please.
Wait, don't I still get surprise round?
Yes, we're still gonna roll for initiative and then give you the surprise round.
Okay. Can I choose to just stay stealth though?
What was that?
Never mind.
No, what was that?
Very low.
Stay stealth.
At 20s for days.
Wow.
Jesus
We're gonna
Christ.
get one soon.
Non-stop nat 20s.
Christ.
I'll be right back. I'm getting... They're doing more festivities, but I'm just gonna grab tea, and then I'll come right back.
I thought I said festivities, but I meant festivities, okay.
Don't you want to be with your
I'll
people?
say festivities.
No, I heard
Okay.
festivities.
Small family event. It's not the real thing.
Oh, that's intense.
Alright, Nazar was 7. 11 for Gyarados?
Yep.
Me as well, but I get to go first.
Guys, sometimes I feel like my face is fat.
Your face, you're fucking lean. I don't know what you're talking about.
It's just sometimes I feel like my cheeks are really rough.
Think about that statement again.
Alright. Anyway, so Nazar, you do get your surprise round, so what do you want to do?
Do I want to attack or do I want to continue? How quelled is the child?
The child's hyperventilating in the corner.
Can I like acupressure him asleep?
Sure, go ahead and do a medicine check.
Wisdom.
Yes, it is, yeah. That's a nat one. Alright then, so, Nazir,
Am I gonna kill him? Please,
you-
please, God, no.
one second.
Jared's gonna kill Josh.
Oh jeez, okay, alright then. So, Nazir,
What did
you
you
attempt
do?
an acupuncture the boy, but your right hand chop to the neck decapitates him. And you watch as the corpse, spurting blood, falls to the ground, dead.
No! No!
And you hear the king say, Jesus Christ!
Oh God! Oh God!
Why would you do that? What were you thinking?
The queen, seeing you kill the little boy, screams in agony, No! You killed my son! Ah!
I killed someone's actual son. You bitch! You wouldn't have been in this situation if you hadn't kidnapped him.
You're the one that just fucking chopped his head off. You're not the right here.
Oh God!
Heard
Wait,
Nazir.
can I use my inspiration point to turn time?
Oh, use the inspiration point to like do a reroll or something, right? Isn't that a thing?
Yeah, can I use
You
my
can't use
inspiration
you can't use inspiration on a nat one. It doesn't matter.
Can't you get roll at doesn't it you don't you roll at advantage?
It doesn't matter. It still would take the nat one.
What? No, because advantage. What if she gets a nat 20?
Regardless, it's already happened. I keep forgetting to imagine this match.
Can I use lay on hands to try and reattach the head of the body?
I can tell you this, Gyarados, you're just not gonna heal him.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. So Ko's not here, so we're gonna go to
I'm scarred for life.
we'll have the queen go instead. So you watch as the queen heals a little bit of her injuries, not too much, but a little bit. She gets a little bit of some of her wounds heal back. And
Wait,
so,
shouldn't I be going before she does?
what was your roll?
11.
Pearl's 13.
Oh God, I can't believe I killed that child.
She gets two
Am I-
turns. That's why.
Am I like on the path to an evil alignment now?
I wouldn't say. I'm not gonna. No, definitely not. But there definitely repercussions. I can tell you that much. Yeah. Yeah. Josh, Gyarados. The queen gets 2 turns per round. That's why. All right. So the queen, aims her bow at Nazir, and she shoots forth an arrow of purple energy. So let's see what I can do with this. All right. 13.
No, not good enough.
Not good enough. You watch as the arrow shoots by you and slams into the floor, setting up chips of stone before it vanishes from sight. And then we go for Lilith. It is your Lilith or Gyarados who goes first.
Me.
It was an
Because Lilith.
accident.
I'm gonna teleport behind the cover here.
Josh, what's the blue thing that you drew?
Ignore that.
Okay,
Ignore
gotcha.
Then I'm gonna the knife that I conjured for the book and to actually shoot it now like it's supposed to be.
You're gonna do what?
Like actually like cast ice knife on her.
All right. And Ice Knife was ranged spell attack. Okay, yeah. Go ahead, please.
Nice.
23. Yeah, that definitely hits. So go ahead and roll that 1d10 while I roll the dex save. And your DC is like what? 14 or is it 15?
What? It's 14.
14. Gotcha. All right. 9 plus 3. 12. Not good enough. So she gets nicked by the dagger, but it hits the throne beside her and explodes, and it deals 6 cold damage to her. Unfortunately, a side effect of the cold is that the fire it starts to die down as well, leaving only a little bit of the flame remaining.
It's being burned by oil though.
That's true, but your ice is magical, and I put magical above natural things.
Fair enough.
And we go to
Also,
Gyarados.
if it was ice, it may have cooled the oil enough.
See? Science! Anyway, Gyarados and Best Horse, it is your turn.
Okay, all right. Mount up gassed. I'm best horse here. I'm going to use my lance. Well, I'm just gonna fucking charge.
Ba-ba-da-ba-ba-da!
What the fuck is that thing called again that I'm actually doing?
Is it just charge?
I think that's what it is. I'm making that up. I wrote it down somewhere. Where the fuck is it? It is. It's called charge. Yep. There we go. So let's +6 to hit. Yeah.
25. Jesus, alright then. Yeah, go ahead and roll for damage.
Okay, I'm also gonna use fucking divine smite on this and using my spell slots.
That good roll over here to the child killer.
How does Divine Smite work, my friend?
Divine Smite. So when I hit a creature with a melee weapon attack, I can expend one spell slot to deal radiant damage to the target in addition to the weapon's damage. The extra damage is 2d8 for a first level spell slot, which is what I'm using.
Alright, okay then, you go ahead. And
Okay.
do that.
So let's see. What the fuck is my lances? That's 1d12. But I also charge, so I add 5 to that. So that's from the lance.
13, gotcha.
And I'm adding 13. Oh, shit.
This is why I use dice, it's so much faster. 20?
So that's a combined. I combined them all.
Alright then,
that's
okay.
20 damage, not 20 plus 13.
Alright, so another 7. Okay then, so Gyarados, you charge forward on Best Horse, almost running over the king, but you, with your lance, you pierce through the queen, throwing her into her throne, and with the extra, you cast your Divine Smite, and the energy, the energy shoots out of the lance and it engulfs her body. You watch as the body starts to burn to her crisp, and she screams in pain. And you pull your lance, thinking the battle is over, but you watch as the skin's peeling back, purple flame starts to wreath her body, and the queen, having died, you see it rises again, but as some undead concoction, as some undead creature with purple flame wreathing out of its body, and we go to stage 2. Ba-da-ba-dum-bum-bum-bum-ba-ba.
Neat.
I need more I need balance music for this.
Can I use my divine sense?
It's able to kill it pretty easy.
Your divine sense for what? What are you trying to do?
Just to figure out what kind of bad it is.
Alright, so you sensing it, you definitely know that it is, let's see, it's definitely undead, but your ability doesn't tell you what kind of undead it is, though.
Great. Well, alright.
Yeah, but you
Hey,
know
everyone.
the creature thing in front of you is definitely undead.
It's undead.
Can we get an update?
So, you guys killed the queen, and she got reanimated as an undead dark monster. So, second stage, boss!
Yeah.
Okay, so question.
Yes.
Meta question. I'm not a bard. If I attempted to sing, anything happen? No powers? Or like would you assign some random
Nothing would
thing
happen.
to the power of the voice?
Nothing would happen.
You could have asked
Near,
go to play bard instead, but
far,
Wherever Anyway, so it's now...
no power, but can the compassion of the voice make its way to her undead heart?
Nothing happens. The queen instead roars, and you watch as the bow in her hands transforms into a massive greatsword. And looking at Gyarados, she swings it down. So Gyarados, you get a dexterity save.
Oh boy.
Not our chocolate man.
Was that a 10? Yeah, that is not good enough. So you attempt to dodge out of the way, but the queen's sword slashes downwards, dealing to you 15 damage.
Oof.
How is his deck save 1?
Because he doesn't have very good decks.
Yeah, I really don't.
Rogue.
No, Gyarados a paladin.
Oh, never mind. My bad.
Gyarados the paladin. So Best Horse also takes a bit of the damage.
Oh no.
Oh god, he's actually. Best Horse is on the ground actually.
No.
So Gerald, you collapse prone as Best Horse from below you collapses from the wound and falls to his side. So Gerald, you're also prone at the moment.
That's okay.
How do I do
Best
prone?
horse.
I'm gonna do what's the symbol of
Is
prone?
Best horse okay?
I'm gonna make this be prone. That's prone. And Best Horse is right now unconscious.
Best horse.
Okay. And then we go to Nazar the Teats. It is your turn.
Okay.
You killed a child last turn.
Wait, sorry, what?
Oh yeah. So
Alright.
Nazar was trying to knock out the boy with some acupuncture, but he rolled a nat 1. So instead he decapitated the boy and killed him instantly.
Wait,
Ow.
wasn't that the entire point of like our journey?
Yes.
Why are we still here? Abandoned. Ask for the exit portal. Tell the queen we don't give a fuck
All
anymore.
the fairies at least, man.
Do the what?
We can get all the fairies at least. Or the spirits.
Yeah,
Do we care? The kid was. We don't. He's dead.
We can say that the fairy queen killed him for revenge. Wow, I don't know. We can
That's
lie.
corruption.
yeah, I'm gonna agree to that shit. You fucking killed a child.
Wait, does she have like a bounty on? Like when we go to the real world, does any of this matter? Like follow through? Do people know she's a child killer?
Also, why did you try and like make him like to relax and be quiet?
I mean, it was just a medicine
sorry.
check.
Did you say a needle, like a needle acupuncture, cut off his head
Guys,
She popped with a lot of force and she tripped.
with a single needle?
Well,
No,
I-
yeah.
well, she was
That's
trying to.
not acupuncture.
I mean, she said. I mean, Nazar said acupuncture, but I assume it was like those things you do in the movies where you hit them in the back of the head and make them pass out.
no, it was supposed to be like pressure on a pressure
I mean, it
point.
doesn't matter.
Pressure
He
points,
still
okay.
died.
Either way,
He was
like,
still in that one.
How
I'm
much strength
sorry,
did he have
guys.
where he tears through the
The
neck like
odds
paper?
were not in
It's-
my favor.
It's not as much what like that you did it. It's more that it was possible that you did it.
Nat ones, bitch. They're awful.
Okay.
All
I feel like Nat 20s should be better. Like even more.
All right. Following.
The Nat 1s
Okay.
are pretty horrible.
All right. So following the petition of that, I will certainly endeavor to make Nat 20s be much more impactful.
Okay, thank you. I'll leave the child. I'll kind of like kick the child towards
You kick him. You've already killed him.
the shadow.
Jared has confirmed it's canon in this universe that dead things have souls.
I
You are
really
desecrating
tried.
his body.
And I guess I'll try to make up for for my grievous blunder by attacking the queen.
I tossed 2 coins on the eyes on the body.
What, on the body or the head?
The head. Oh, no.
All right. Okay. So walk me through that again, because I kind of didn't get all of it.
I'm gonna attack her.
I heard something about eyes.
Oh, I throw 2 coins attempting to hit his eyes, but like as long as they land near him, that's my 2 cents on giving him a good passage away from here.
God, may his spirit rest in peace.
They're beautiful throws. You throw them perfectly the way they land on the boy's tapgate head, like on
Hey,
the
I
eyes.
don't know what religion he follows, but it's got to be one of them, right?
Okay.
Anyway, so Nazar, you just gonna punch her?
Yeah, I'm gonna punch your face.
All right. You know the drill. Go ahead and punch.
One punch.
One punch! Dude, and it's just my strength, right?
I'm pretty sure you can also use your dexterity since you're a monk.
Right, I do. I will do that.
Yeah, it's whichever one's harder.
And I get a second attack as well.
Yes, you do. All right. So okay.
Are you kidding me? Everyone else has gotten some nice 20s, and I got 2 nat ones.
All right. Okay. So go ahead. Roll damage for the blow that hit the first one. Then I'll decide what I want that one to do. Give me a second.
All of this. Plus my strength, right? Or plus my dex. So
Plus your dex.
It's gonna be 9 damage.
Alright, okay. So, your first fist streaks forward, smashing into the thigh of the undead queen, and you watch as the bone shatters into the fortune bill. Your second blow, however, when you were doing was like a right cross, you hit part of the throne, so a bunch of rubble shoots out and hits the undead king in the head, and you watch as the head rolls off his body, and he's knocked down to the ground prone. The head speaks, "It's okay, I'm alright, just can't move my body. It's okay."
2 decapitations in a row, huh? That's pretty good.
Yeah, so this is the king's head. This right here, yeah. King's head, yeah. And there's that. So the king is like, okay, I can't do anything, but if someone would like to attach my head to my body, that would be wonderful. And then
What
we go
happened
to
to fire?
What's up?
What happened to the fire?
So Lilith shot an ice dagger, and although it damaged the queen, it also put the fire out. Alright, then we go to Ko. Ko, you get 3 turns. One surprise. No, you did surprise, never mind. You get 2 turns, since you're going now, then you're going again.
Oh, okay.
You get 2 actions, 2 turns.
That's 4 stabs. It's a lot of stabs.
There's a lot of steps, yes.
She's undead. I don't know. Do I have any silver? Let me look at this. Got a full list. I assume you guys don't want to agree with insanity goop stabbing, so I won't do that. Yeah, just 4 stabs. Here we go.
Alright.
Do I have to roll 4 times, Jared?
Yes, that's the point.
Okay, here we go.
Remember,
It's
you also
plus-
get +2 to flanking.
Okay. So it's 4...
44?
4d20 plus 2.
No, that's not how it works. No, you have to roll them separately.
Okay.
I mean, it would show up as individual dice rolls in here.
Would it?
Yeah, it does.
Let me just
Actually?
scan it 4 times.
Yeah, in the chat
1,
thing.
2, 3, oh.
Yeah, see right there, 13, 2,
How would-
9.
Yeah, but then that's a total. We don't need that though.
Yeah,
1,
but it's
2, 3, 4. There you go.
All right. Okay. So the first 3 of them hit. So go ahead and roll 3 times for damage.
Oof, okay. 1d6 plus 5. Any bonuses with that?
Let's see. You could just do 3d6 plus 5. Alright, 16 damage. So, you step up to the side, flanking the queen with Nazar, and slash 4 times. 3 strikes hit the queen, dealing a total of 16 damage. Damn it, Christ. You do a lot of damage, actually, now I think about it.
That's canon.
Not as much as I did.
What's up? Oh, that's true. Although Geraldo did 20 in one blow.
Yeah.
I did 27 the turn before.
Shh, you got surprised.
How are you guys doing such damage?
That's a lot of
Aw.
damage.
You get what? Why do you get 4 attacks again?
That's because we skipped him the first time, so I gave him 2 turns in a row, that's why. And he's like you, he can attack twice.
You were so shocked by my decapitation of a young child that I forgot to let him
Oh, it's okay.
go.
It's okay. There. Alright, and then we go to the queen's turn. Okay, so she doesn't. She can't take a 5-foot step. That wouldn't make a difference. Alright, yeah. She takes a 5-foot step over here, looks down at Ko, and begins to cast a spell. So Ko, you get a attack of opportunity.
Oh, on a guard or something?
On what?
Oh, she moved up there. And then she
Yeah.
started casting a spell.
She
near
started
me.
casting a spell. You get an attack of opportunity. Yes.
I keep trying to do things. I don't have any cool items to. Oh, candy. Did we figure out what the candy does to people?
I don't think any of you guys actually ate the candy yet.
I risk
Not,
it.
not the time to try it.
Parla biscuit.
So if you do that, you won't get to attack. You'll instead consume the candy.
No, I don't eat the candy. You kidding me? I shove it down her throat.
You shove it down her throat.
Yeah, I just leap up there and jam the whole bag down her throat.
Okay, do an acrobatics check.
Oh, I got a lot of that. Let's see. Oh.
Please not want it. Please not want it. Please.
Was that
It's not-
22?
We don't
All
know.
right. So Ko, you jump straight up into there, making eye contact with the queen as she's casting her spell. Your left hand, carrying the candy, shoves its way into her mouth.
Well, hold up. She also can't keep casting if she's choking.
I wouldn't say she's choking, but
In the Hall of Glory.
In the glory hole.
Stop her from speaking.
so
Yeah,
while it
she
does
can't-
stop
she
her from
can't
speaking,
cast.
she instead, the spell fizzles away in her hands, and you watch as she chomps down on the candy, and
She eats it.
yeah, she eats the candy. All right,
Okay.
and now I need to roll my chart.
That's a lot of candy, by the way. So if they each have individual effects, I hope they just combust together.
Chaos charts.
It's not a chaos chart. Actually, it's a candy chart. Where did I put this? There it is. Oh wait, god damn it. Sorry, I pressed backspace.
Yeah, you disappeared and everyone was muted.
Sorry, I pressed backspace. My bad. 3, 2, 1. All right, so she chomps down the candy, and you watch, as the fuck. Where the fuck is the sheet? God damn it!
Find it, Jared. I believe in you.
Hey, why did you just like pour the black goo down?
Oh,
her
there
throat
it is.
instead?
Okay. All right then. Okay.
I don't know if you want her insane.
She
I don't know what
gets
she does.
she watches some of her wounds heal over, which doesn't make sense, but they do.
Good
She's undead.
job.
Doesn't that hurt her?
Oh yeah, it's like a
Oh
cure
yeah, it
light.
is positive energy. My bad. Minus 20. There it is. And you watch as she shrieks in pain as her wounds heal, but then hurt. They don't heal. They attempt to heal, but since she's dead, it does not work. So then we go to Lilith. It is your turn.
That was it? A whole bag of candy?
Wait, you shoved the entire piece of all the candy?
Yeah, the entire bag that was given to me.
I
just
thought it
put
was just
down-
one.
No, I said multiple times the whole bag.
Never mind. Okay, then you watch as she starts to disintegrate in front of you. Disintegrate in front of her. Her body lights with flame, and you watch as she collapses in dust, completely coating Ko in disgusting barrel of dust. What was
Pick up
that?
the candy and bring it over to him.
All right. Okay. Then Ko, you watch as her massive greatsword falls from her hands and transforms into a bow and falls in front of you.
I grab it. I'm an archer now. Da, 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 da.
You grab the bow and you feel dark energy try to possess your body. So please do a wisdom save.
I'm dark aligned. I like the darkness. No, I have to save myself.
Do a wisdom save,
Can we
please.
get an inspiration point for defeat?
What was that?
Can we get an inspiration point for the boss ass way? that
Well,
she died?
Ko definitely gets an inspiration point.
That's what I mean.
Ko gets an
Yay,
inspiration
but
point.
we both have inspiration points.
I don't know what that does.
You
I feel
can
like
use it to
should-
give yourself.
I feel like you should lose yours for decapitating a kid.
No!
You don't lose that. She can only use it. But Brian, inspiration points, you use them before a roll to give yourself advantage on them.
I have to just remember, keep track of that.
I'm keeping track as well. All right, then. So Ko, go ahead and do a wisdom save. 8. Okay. All right then. So.
It would help you not kill a child, though.
All right. So Ko.
Wait, Jared.
Yeah.
I'm chaotic neutral.
Yes.
Dark energy is really that bad.
That's not how this works. So Ko, you immediately feel. You try to drop the bow, but your hand will not ungrip it, and then you feel yourself become weaker and weaker, as your health is permanently diminished to a third of what it was.
Wait, did he roll twice?
Permanently.
Did he or not?
What's up? He rolled an 8.
Damage or no?
He rolled an 8. So that means right now.
Wait, can I use the inspiration point with this roll?
Yeah, couldn't you have done that?
He
The one that I
didn't.
just got.
Fine, go ahead.
I don't know how that works.
You just roll another d20 and we take the highest number.
Oh, same roll.
Come on! What's the point of the inspiration point if it doesn't do jack shit?
Advantage does stuff, but you just rolled terribly. So anyway, so
Oh god.
you are unable to let go of the bow, and your health is diminished to a third of what it is.
I'm already low. Okay, fine. What's 14 over 3?
Oh, it was 14? Oh, my bad. I don't want to do the math.
If I round up, it's 5.
Let's do it. Yeah, so you're at 5.
5
no.
maximum health.
No, you're at
So
9.
that'd be
You're at 9.
nice.
That's what it is. You lose a third of your health, so you're at 9 permanently.
Jesus.
This bow better be worth that fucking drop.
Anyway, so you put the head back on the king, Lilith.
Hey.
Yeah, dude.
Wait, if I round down, it's 4.
Do you want to
Right.
round down?
So instead of 9, it's 10.
Okay.
I'll take 10.
All right, there it is. Okay.
At
Okay.
least, Brian. At least you didn't kill a kid.
Wait, you have to make us do a blood pact, because if none of us ever tell anybody, then you're technically free. Like
Yeah,
no one
well-
knows you as the child killer.
Wait, so after I put the head on the back to the king, I walk up to Ko and I put a pumpkin next to him.
Nothing happens.
Nothing happens. Okay. What about the bow? If I put it closer to the bow?
Nothing happens.
Can I get the stats for that bow?
The stats? Yeah, sure. When you appraise it later.
Okay.
But yeah, so the king's like, ugh. Well, although actually, the pumpkin does react as you watch the corpse of the queen, you absorb the tainted spirit from from the queen's corpse.
Taint
Perfect.
Taint spirit. The
and
taint.
the hall glory.
No, don't say it that way. Please don't. Anyway, so
Can you do
the
an old man voice when you do the king?
Congratulations. So although the king, before he says anything else, he walks up to the corpse of his beloved wife and he takes a moment of silence. And then he claps his hands, and a small pudgy-looking goblin runs out of a nearby hallway. It says, "Yes, my lord. Sweep this up, please. At once, my lord."
Brian!
And he grabs a dustpan, and starts sweeping the remains into the pan. And the king turns around. "Thank you so much for helping me, actually." Okay, what's that? "Thank you very much for assisting me in,
Hold up.
yes."
I grab the king's shoulder and I say, from one royalty to another, let me just warn you, this is the danger of diabetes. As you've seen, too much sugar consumption can do terrible things to the body.
Meanwhile, I'm just fucking dying on the ground.
That's true. Is anyone
Wait,
help
I'm
Garradil?
fourth.
Someone help Best Horse, actually.
I'm gonna use fucking lay on hands on best
I'm
horse.
not doing any more medicine checks.
Was it 5?
The candy heal just shoved candy down his throat.
Or it'll disintegrate your body.
I'm pretty
Alright,
sure.
you can
just-
heal him up to 10 points. Wait, Garradil, you can use your entire stock of
Yes, absolutely.
Alright, you touch Best Horse, and you expend all of your power into his body. You watch as the wounds all heal, and Best Horse tenderly gets back up on his feet.
That's a good horse.
I'd like to request freedom for the small goblin.
Freedom? Why?
Like he wants to isn't this the same goblin that we met?
No. This is Hogmeister. You met, was it who the fuck did I say Barbary? What was the name of the guy? Wimblewobble. No. It's like, oh, you're talking about Wimblewobble. Sure, yeah, Wimblewobble can go free, but this is Hobnobble? Is that what I call him? Yes, Hobnobble. Hobnobble. Hobnobble
Can you-
wants to be here.
Yeah, but Wimblewomble wants to be free.
All right.
you-
He's like, "Give me a second, my dear." Wimblewobble, and through the and through the doors of the hall, you watch as Wimblewobble scurries into the room and stops and salutes the king. Yes, sir? At the request of my friends, I actually don't know your names.
Rude.
What are your? We know.
I don't want to tell you my name.
All right, at the request of my friends, Wimblewobble, you are now free. Wimblewobble drops his spear. He's like, really? Yes, you are free. It's like, oh boy! He walks over to all of you guys, start shaking your hands. Thank you. Thanks. Thanks, cousin. He gives you the secret goblin handshake.
And
And
then
he,
I asked, would you like to join our merry band of adventurers?
I pull Nazar to the side real quick and I say, "You just decapitated a child. Do you think he'd survive like a single day in our troop?"
Also, do you
By
want
accident.
witnesses?
I say I whisper back, like, it's better to have cannon fodder. We don't care about it.
But can you milk him?
No. Yes.
Stop.
Is blood kind of milk?
I would just now that I've committed a heinous crime, I'm more comfortable if I had someone of my own species in the group, kind of that had my back.
Wait, he wasn't there for that. You've just admitted your guilt to a stranger.
go ahead and do a persuasion check at disadvantage. Because Wimblewobble did hear you admit to murder.
Accident! It was an accident!
Yeah, if you guys want to assist in the persuasion, go ahead, please.
Involuntary manslaughter.
Boy slaughter, actually.
Boy slaughter.
Yeah, so Nazar, you still need a roll, though, but everyone else can assist you. Oh, okay. Make sure you roll a second time, though.
Why do I have to roll a second time?
Charged?
Because at a disadvantage, you admitted to murder. Jesus. Alright then, Gyarados, do you want to help out and see if you can help persuade them?
Nope.
Nope. Alright then, okay, so that's a 7 with the assistance of Ko. And Wimble shakes it. Yeah, one second, when Eric's calling me. Hello? Alright, we're gonna end after we resolve Wimblewobble's inclusion in the group.
I'm sad. Guys.
You know who else is sad? The child murdered.
Okay, that's true. Alright, so Wimblewobble's like, yeah, I'm
There's
gonna...
nothing I can do about that, okay? It's over and it's done.
Wimblewobble says, I'm going to hard pass them, my friends. Cousin,
You didn't care.
nice to meet
Can I
you.
just-
He
can I
knows
just
too
say,
much.
You never cared about getting the kid back, Co.
Yeah, but I didn't fucking kill him.
Wimblewobble leaves the room.
Wait, he knows too much. We have to kill him.
His head is separated from his shoulders.
Doesn't that count for anything?
No.
Yeah, Wimblewobble leaves the building.
It's just one bad thing for Nazar after another.
Wait, does the king approve?
Of what?
I say that goblin knows too much. He must
My
decide.
friends, that is your decision. I'm not going to execute one of my subjects.
I'm just saying, if we do it, we'll teach her a blind eye.
I'm gonna
It's
stop you.
the king's size. Alright, he turns around. Go
Can we
ahead.
just get like a fucking exit portal out of here?
Well, the king's turning around so I can end the crime.
Leave no witnesses.
Is it,
I don't kill him. I just grab him. I tie him up with the rope that I have. I gag him and I blind him and I bring him with us.
Alright, go ahead and
No, I
roll an
don't-
athletics
I-
check, please.
Wait, a what check?
Athletics check.
Yeah, I'm down. I'm
I'll
down to
explain later.
kidnap him.
I'll send you
Okay.
the recording.
Wait, you can help me.
Stockholm syndrome him back into favor.
Nazar has to help me. You have to help me.
Okay.
I rolled a 4.
True.
Complicit in this crime too.
Alright. Peace. Alright, so now you're gonna assist in the kidnapping of Wimblewobble.
Yep.
All right, go ahead and roll, please.
This is the moment my life went off track.
It's like
You're
a
probably wondering how I got here.
Oh god, you rolled another one!
you're gonna silence him by accident.
Oh god!
You're gonna kill the king.
No one can escape murderous
And
wrath.
you guys, that is the third nat 1 that I have rolled tonight.
You're a monster.
Alright.
I'm
Okay,
cursed.
Lana, Nazar, from now on, you can roll your real dice from now on. Cause that's really bad. As much as I find glee in that, but still.
I didn't bring my real dice with me.
Alright, but in the future you may use your own dice. Alright, so let's see, Ko and Naz, you both quickly stealth out of the hallway following Wimblewobble. Ko takes the first swipe, trying to tackle.
I feel really disheartened.
What's up?
I just feel really disheartened, guys.
I mean, yeah, you murdered someone.
A lot of people. A lot of innocent children.
Okay.
Well, just only one isn't children. It's not like a lot. It's not like there's like a boatload of innocent
How
children.
is this goblin we're gonna kill?
See, anyway,
Nazar's just gonna take a break.
anyway, so So, Ko and Nazar, you attempt to kidnap and bind Wimblewobble, but Ko misses, and then Nazar completely trips over his own feet, and there's a nearby servant by a railing, and he pushes and hits the servant, and the servant goes over the railing. You hear the scream, "Ah!"
Wait,
and
Jared,
splat.
The Goldberg machine where you kill everybody in the place. Just everybody dies and we just leave.
Not necessarily, but
Oh, that would have been so great.
But looking over the railing, you see the servant, definitely dead,
Oh, no.
in a pool of his own blood, and
Oh,
all the party goes like, "Oh my god, who did this?"
Great.
And,
Now I've killed 2 people.
and
I
we're
grab a
gonna-
nearby knife and I throw it at the goblin that knows too much, and then we run. We gotta leave. We gotta go.
All right,
When
go.
I attempt to commit ritual suicide, I feel really bad.
We can talk about this afterwards, but go ahead and roll for attack on that dagger. 9. It is not good enough. The dagger ricochets off of a nearby pillar, and Wimblewobble screams and runs and books it in the opposite direction, and you don't see him again as you guys run back to the hall. And
Wait,
we're
we're
gonna.
not it doesn't matter. We gotta go.
Oh, King, can I get out of here? Can you get the portal? I need to leave.
The king's like,
Immediately.
sure. He says, oh, by the way, here's also something else. Here's the potions. He hands you the 2 potions. And also, here's a helmet for your service as well.
Thank you.
And he draws a circle with his fingers, and you watch as a blue portal appears. He's like, go ahead, right through there.
Thank you. I immediately go through the
And
portal.
everyone jumps through the portal.
Intimidation, never open a portal like this again. We can't have no one crossing over.
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
Damn it! I rolled 5 like 3 times.
The king's like, I'm not gonna follow that advice made because I'm gonna give up on the mortal coil after this. So I'll see you later,
Okay,
guys.
I'm gonna try, like, as I'm doing it, and just, like, never open a portal to our realm ever again. Just my realm, just never.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, I'm not gonna follow your advice. Bye, friends.
Okay, bye.
Okay. Good Halloween adventure, guys. It's almost Christmas. Time for the next themed adventure. Can our D&D session just be themed adventures?
We'll see. Yeah, but these are the things you guys get from the king. You get that potion of speed.
He gave them all to Josh, so he has to distribute
Yeah,
them.
I'll divvy that up.
Yeah. All right, there it is. So, I'm so sorry, Lana, that this happened actually, because you seem really disheartened. Is she still there?
Well, these last 2 weeks haven't really been the greatest 2 weeks of my life, so this was.
Aw, honey.
Oh god, that's too real.
Honey, you get a hug when you get back. That and some food.
Hey, but it's okay because they were alien babies.
I mean, literally, yeah, they're not from our world.
That innocent 12-year-old child was an alien.